And welcome to Game of the Week, New Year's 2015 edition. Last week we had the Cavs versus the Warriors. Okay, let me pull up that game. Here we go. Okay. Mute it so we don't get. Okay. So this was probably the most defensive game that the Warriors have had to play, and it wasn't something that they could control. Like, I
Right.
felt like the Cavs were like, yeah, we're going to play our way, no
Yes.
matter what.
And I think it was the first time all season that the Warriors failed to play their own way. I really do. I mean, even when they lost, they were still playing Warriors ball. They were just exhausted from Boston the night before, and give the Bucks credit, they just outplayed them. But the Cavs told them we're going to play a nasty, mucked up, defensive, grinding game, just like they did in the finals last year, and they were successful in that. And the Warriors beat them at their own game because they have enough talent to do that. But it was very, very close the whole game. There was no sense of the Warriors are just outplaying them.
Oh, man, he is so hard to guard. He's just so big. And Draymond Green, he had a good game, too. Oh, this was funny. Oh, yeah, you're not a crybaby.
Curry had a scare, and he's a game time decision for the next game, but he came back and did awesome stuff.
Yeah,
Draymond's green shot
that's
looks
weird.
weird.
It's weird, but he's just good around the basket, and
He
his
is.
defense is good enough that he's a starter.
Yep. And he's become a good three-point shooter.
I mean, it's so hard to guard the Warriors because you can't double team anybody.
Nope. Have you ever seen a team with a better second best shooter than Klay Thompson? It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I like when LeBron scores on Draymond Green because it like deflates Draymond Green's ego.
Yeah.
Because like I think Draymond Green thinks he's like the next LeBron because he's like almost the same size and like makeup, and then when he gets like beasted and feasted on, yeah, it's good.
Draymond plays with so much ego, though. He really
Oh,
does.
I know. Hockey assist.
There you go.
Take that. Oh. The Finals MVP does it again.
It weirds me out that they even try and put anyone else on LeBron anymore. I'm like, why don't you just start Iguodala when you play the Cavs? Really? LeBron destroys Draymond Green. Why would you not just play Iguodala all the time? Although there, LeBron just owned Iguodala as well. But do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Why don't you go with what works? I don't understand it. Why is Sean Livingston guarding him?
Oh, and then he missed 2 free throws, which was sad.
Yeah, well, he had struggles early on in the season,
Right.
and then he was picking it up really well. He's never been a killer from the free throw line, but he's also never been like a liability there either. But he did miss a couple of.
And I
clutch
know
free
it's not
throws
an
there.
excuse, but like you see LeBron James and he's just always so tired.
Yeah,
Like, have you ever shot 2 free throws at the end of a game after you just played? It's hard.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Like
if you're not like a born shooter, it's hard. Oh, yeah.
and
There's
that's
the game.
That finished it off with free throws.
All right. So, congrats. You won the game of the week, but our scores were way off.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be such a high-scoring game, especially on Christmas, and it was a defensive
It
game.
was. It was. Both teams played spectacular defense. The Cavs absolutely controlled the pace the entire game.
So, kudos to you, Warriors. Can't wait till you go cross-country to visit the Cavs, and we'll watch that game.
Yep, I'm sure that will be the game of the week.
So this week we have some really good ones, including Sixers and Lakers. Just kidding.
Must you?
Must have to. I mean, the Sixers could get their 3rd win. It has to be a game. Okay. So we had Pacers versus Bulls, which are tied right now in the East.
So there's playoff implications there with tiebreaker and with record.
We have two Golden State games, one versus the Rockets, one versus the Mavs. But the game that we think is going to be the game of the week is the Rockets-Spurs revenge match from Christmas.
Yep.
The
It was a great game.
The Rockets won that game.
With defense.
With defense. And, like, everyone played okay. Like, you didn't see an outstanding, like, 40 points from Harden or Aldridge shooting 100% from three. So, I think the Rockets are going to win this game because I think the Spurs just struggle against some teams for some reason.
It's a matchup game.
Like, constantly,
yeah.
and the Rockets are one of them. And the Rockets haven't been great this year, but, again, their matchup, it's hard to match up against Harden anywhere. And Howard, he's just,
Yeah.
if he plays good, it's hard to beat him.
Yeah.
And then you have enough role players on the Rockets that Harden and Howard take enough attention that they get open shots, like Jason Terry, who's like 50 years old. He gets open threes, and of course he's going to make them.
Yep.
But I do see the Spurs wanting that revenge. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going with the Spurs in a beatdown. Only at the end.
Okay.
I think that it will stay close. The Spurs will go on a run
Okay.
in the fourth quarter, and it won't be you have 2 more quarters to try and come back, and so they'll just sit their guys, and then it'll get even worse in garbage time. So not like a game where the Spurs just dominate them from the set, but the end result, I'm going like 100-80.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that Harden will get his. He doesn't seem to struggle against Kawhi like every other offensive player does struggle. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, the way Harden plays offense, maybe he is just the best offense. I wouldn't be able to argue with you if you tried to, although, I think right now Curry is. But for whatever reason, Harden's particular style, he can play against Kawhi Leonard.
It's like an explosive lazy.
Yeah!
He's just like, yeah, chilling, and then he's and then he gets a foul called.
Yeah. Well, you can't see even what happened. So you just see him like arms.
I know.
And you're like, he must have got hit.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, he's a good finisher around the basket,
He is.
so which I think maybe we should have, like, an and one statistic along with our hockey assist statistic. It's just to see how many and ones does Harden
that
get.
would be a great, because Dwight Howard might get fouled all the time, but he doesn't make his and ones.
Mm-mm.
So that would be interesting.
A good statistic. So
Yeah.
I think the Rockets are going to win 90-87 because, again, it was a close game on Christmas.
They did win on Christmas, so I can't.
it's-
I could be totally wrong.
It's going to be close again. I just see, I don't want to say it, but Jason Terry making a lucky three. I hate that guy, but man, he'll make it.
Yep.
And he'll make you pay.
He's a little bit like Derek Fisher. Does nothing all game. And then all of a sudden, Kobe's like, oh crap, I'm getting quadruple teamed. I'll shoot over a triple team, but not a quadruple team. Fisher. And Fisher just...
Are you sure that Kobe wasn't aiming for the basket and missed and it ended
Yes,
up in Fisher's
I am
hands?
sure.
Okay. Like the one assist all game.
Whatever.
Just kidding. So, Rockets 90-87, your Spurs 180. That's our game of the week. And if you think that we should have picked one of the other games, please let us know in the comments below, and we will respond. All right. So, we're both into the court.com, game of the week. I'm Dude LeBron.
Dude, Kobe?
And peace and out.